Hello friends, I am again here to tell you a story about Tenali Rama. As you all know that Tenali Rama was a poet at Krishnadev Raya's court in India, and he was known for his extraordinary wit, brilliance and wisdom. The name of the story is Subba Shastri and Sugar. Once there lived a rich miserly zamindar. He had a great deal of wealth and land, but guarded it jealously from prying eyes, suspecting everyone. He overworked his farmers to farm on his land and did not pay them well. When they asked him for their payment, he refused to pay them on time. He also paid them less than he had promised. The farmers were poor and could not find work anywhere else, so they continued to work for the zamindar. The zamindar's friend and neighbor was Subba Shastri, a rich nobleman with a sweet tooth. Subba Shastri was always on the lookout for dessert or anything that even tasted remotely sweet and had very little manners. He would invite himself over to his friends' houses and make them buy him his favorite sweets. This went on, and gradually they began to be wary of Subba Shastri and his notorious visits. One day the zamindar was checking the records of the pantry. The maid informed him that the bag of sugar they had been storing for winter has been infested with ants that are slowly eating away all the sugar. The zamindar was worried about his accounts because if the sugar got spoiled, he would have to buy more sugar. He would have to spend, which he refused to do, being a miser. He ordered the maid to lay the sugar from the bag out in the courtyard to dry in the sun so that the ants would leave. But he worried about Subba Shastri's surprise visits. Every time Subba Shastri had come over, he had asked for feast to be arranged comprised only of desserts. The zamindar, being an old friend, could not refuse him despite his miserly habits. To avoid such scenes, he decided to keep a watch over the sugar himself. Subba Shastri had seen the maid laying the sugar out to dry while passing by the zamindar's bungalow. He wanted to lay claim upon it but did not know how. So he came up with a plan. He approached his son and said, "I'll be visiting zamindar now to discuss something important. Wait till we have been talking a while and then come in and inform me that one of our cow is dead." The son was surprised, but knowing his father's antics, did not ask questions. Subba Shastri then arrived at Zamindar's bungalow, where he was asked to sit in the balcony adjacent to the courtyard. When the zamindar arrived, Subba Shastri asked him what he was drying in the sun. "Oh, my friend, the rains yesterday wet the mud in my garden, so I am drying it in the sun." Subba Shastri smiled, but didn't question the zamindar. When they had been talking for a few minutes, Subba Shastri's son arrived, looking distressed and tearful. "Our cow is dead," he exclaimed. Subba Shastri pretended to be grieving and, as was the custom, picked up a handful of the mud that was actually sugar and put it into his mouth. Then he reached for another handful and stuffed it in his son's. The zamindar was surprised and said, "Don't eat it. This is not mud, it is sugar." "No, you told me that this is mud. It tastes like mud too. I am going to eat it," said Subba Shastri, finishing off the zamindar's sugar till there was none left. Thank you.